Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of the Next.js course. Today we're gonna focus on road handlers. Let's look at it, the Next.js official website, road handlers. You can see right here and read through all the pages and just practice yourself. There are a lot of documentations and practice samples for doing the real use cases in front end, right? Not only front end, but it's specifically for a full stack application. Just serve it as a full stack application, route handlers, right? Not routing to the page to specific route, but route handlers help us and allow developers to create like specific API route, right? An IP call. You can see right here, we just conclusion in some 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 summary of the topic. We learned how to route to pages, right? I can also create custom request handlers for our routes using feature called route handlers. Um, yeah, request handlers. We can handle some kind of requests, for example, HTTP get and post, patch, delete, blah blah blah, right? Unlike pages routes, which respond with HTML content, before we just mentioned it above, right? And also we were familiar with these topics. And route handlers allow us to create RESTful endpoints just like the backend IP endpoint is here, right? We're giving you full control over the response. Uh, I mean, you can manage all the data in the local storage is a local storage in the Next.js itself, right? But you also work with MongoDB or other database types like Express or Node.js. But in Next.js itself, you can build all of them in one application for a full stack application, right? There is no overhead of having to create and configure a separate server um, because the Next.js is working in a local server and a local server for storing the data, specific data. Route handlers are also great for making external API requests as well. Yeah, we just familiar with and need to explore all the kind of things in practice, right? Route handlers run server side, ensuring the sensitive information like private keys remain secure and never gets shipped to the browser. Route handlers are the equivalent of API routes in the page routes router, right? Yeah, it's the same thing, but it's just a mixed difference between all of them, right? Okay, we also the only the just only to know the specific topic, but we're gonna focus on in practice, dive into the practice, right? Let's jump into the practice. We have Next.js tutorial Nozomio project, right? Just like folder, and you can see right here in the source folder, in the app component, in app folder, we need to create specific route, right? How can I do this? Just like it's the same thing. For example, hello. But in the hello, inside of the hello folder, we need to route.t6. We need to create route.ts, not t6, but route.ts, right? For example, like this. You can see right here, up page.js and an API route.js. It doesn't matter. But for example, we have a specific convention and specific code statement for the Next.js. We need to copy that file and pass it here. You can call me what was that and what is the meaning of this code. It's a get response. It's a get response. For example, if I'm gonna run our code on our project. Oh, sorry, it's a problem. npm run dev. It's opening in a local host 300, right? Or 3000. Sorry. Um, it's opening. Yeah, it's also working. No errors, no warnings. You can see it right here. Hello, road.tc. TC, and asynchronous. It's working asynchronously, right? And request is just like request interface because of the TypeScript. And we can also return a specific response, right? For example, like this, return a response, not JSON for now. Return new response, just like text is the plain text. For example, hello, Next.js. Okay. Don't worry about the request because we just later on need to look at it deeply, right? If I'm gonna go hello page, right? Hello, it's opening hello Next.js. It's a plain text, not the specific JSON or specific data type and the data format, right? And for example, it's a get request, not post request, only the get request. If you gonna uh, if you wanna the if you wanna use the request, what was the request? For example, so I'm gonna go here and pass it in request URL, for example. Request URL. What does it mean? Request URL. So I'm gonna go here and refresh the page. You can see right here it's the URL. All of the data, all of the data. For example, not only case, but we can also print the console request, not full of the request, because it's returned as an object, right? So I'm gonna refresh the page. You can see in the terminal, go to the terminal and you can see all of the data inside of the one object. For example, a request method get and URL and headers, host, connection keep alive and cache control, blah blah blah. All of the web API components and web API nested objects, right? And all of the configurations. In Express.js, if you wanna go to the backend side, it's also the same thing, but from the backend side, it's more complex and complicated, right? Um, I highly recommend you to use for specific road handlers for your project. Also, it's simple. When it's simple, right? Not it's when it's your project will be more complicated. Not use Next.js itself, right? Because Next.js is served at the front end and backend side, but highly recommended to the front end side, not backend side itself, not back full stack itself, right? For complex project also, right? Okay, and also some kind of destination, integrity, keep alive, blah blah blah, all of the signals, something like that in the backend side as well. It's the same thing, but it's a make a difference, for example. Okay, we just understand, but we need to focus on the folder structure. You can see right here, we just only the response to the user, not plain text, but specific JSON as well, right? For example, new response and JSON, it's a JSON type, right? For example, message, hello world, for example, sorry, something went wrong. I don't know exactly. An expression whose target looks is considered, oh, sorry. We can see right here, response, not new, not the specific constructor, right? Okay, if I'm gonna go to the website and refresh the page, you can see right here, it's opening the JSON format, right? Oh, sorry. It's opening JSON format, message hello world. Okay, that sounds great. That sounds makes sense. And you can see right here, I also prepared some road handlers examples and samples right here. You can create the folder depending on your taste, right? For example, if you're gonna create the or build the dashboard page, you can create the app folder itself, only the app folder, please. For example, dashboard, right? But we also have already dashboard page, not really. Okay, in the dashboard page, you can see uh road handler, right? Road handler as well. Road.ts. Road.ts. let me give the copy that page and pass it here. Not return response to the JSON, but just only the um, specific UI. I mean, specific plain text, right? New response, not JSON, but just only the hello world, not hello world, but dashboard page. Dashboard page. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That sounds great. Don't worry about the error. It's just only the due to the like yes length configuration. No big deal, no big problem, right? So I'm gonna go dashboard page. You can see right here, dashboard page is opening as a plain text, as a route handler, right? In the dashboard page, if you're gonna the nested route, create the nested node, users, for example, and user also itself, and copy that route and then pass it here. Just only the change, for example, users API data page, for example. If I'm gonna go users page dashboard, and you can see right here in the plain text, it's returning the response, specific response, right? But just an example. But in our another case, for example, profile, we also create the API, right? For example, something sometimes you can face or come across some kind of problems. For example, so I'm gonna if you're gonna go create the profile page and wrote that this as well inside of that, uh, you can see right here passes here. Let me the past. Let me the pass here. Okay, and instead of that, we also return new response profile page, right? If I'm gonna go profile page, you can see no, it's not working. What? What? Uh, something went wrong. This sure can preparing your Next.js profile. Sorry, because we also already the created profile, right? Not profile, we also change it. Profile, for example, user profile only like this. Don't worry if you something went wrong. Yeah, and user profile. Okay, it's working, right? But when it comes to creating the page that T6 for the UI, right? What happens? What the problem is? You can see right here, profile UI page, right? If I'm gonna refresh the page, it's a problem, right? They should occur while blah blah blah. It's a big problem. Um, I mean, Next.js is a like is a problem to define what I can display the page, UI or route handler, right? Which one is better for you, right? But we also highly recommend it to create inside of the folder API as well, right? And API in the folder and passes here route.ts because it's a specific for the route that page as well. Okay, if I'm gonna go and patch, you can see right here, refresh the page, profile UI is appearing on in the screen, right? If I'm gonna go API and slash user profile, but something went wrong. Sorry, not before, but after user profile and API, right? You can see right here, profile page is a response handler, right? I mean, request handler as well. Okay, sounds great. Sounds familiarizing. Okay, but we have limited time. We also go to the post request because we already know the get handler requests already, but how we can do in a post request as well. For example, um, if I'm gonna go to the app folder as well. Oh, sorry. If I'm gonna go the app folder, uh, I just display the specific comments data for the folder, right? For example, comments. Let me close all of them. And comments, we create the, for example, row not dot data that is it's a data for comments, right? Cons and comments, for example, it's an array and ID one and text hello world or oh sorry, it's a like JSON format, not JSON but object, and we need to create a bunch of comments, right? ID two and hi will or something like that. ID three was not the same, but hello comment one, for example, right? We also change it and update it to display the specific comment, right? And hello comment three. Okay, sounds make the difference, right? Okay, we have a data. We need to export as well. We need to export const comments, right? It's a comments in ID text. You need to like you know it's explicitly fixed by TypeScript, right? But I would recommend you to write here, for example, is an interface like this, right? But not like that, not now so far, because it takes a long time. Okay, and data is created, and also we need to create road.ts because we need to return specific data, right? Export and async function get request, right? Get request and response JSON comments, right? So sorry, async is a problem. Let's fix it. And comments, we need to export that, right? Comments, and also you know, it's also the comments right here. If I'm gonna go comments page, I'm gonna go comments page. Yeah, it's opening, it's working, right? It's a JSON format. It's working as well. No problem, I think. Um, we need to create the post request as well, right? Post request. How we can do that? It's not problem. I mean, it's not hard or difficult. It's easy. For example, how we can do that. But we need to create the specific API calls. I would recommend you install the extension Thunder Client. Thunder Client. You can see right here. I already um, install it to my VS Code and Windsurf, and you can see about the below the here. You can see right here activity. Let me create a new request. New request, not Thunder Client. Welcome, blah blah blah. But we need to copy that file, copy the page, and pass it here for comments. And it is a GET request, right? If I'm gonna send to the request, you can see right here, our data is pairing in the case, right? But um, let me copy that page, duplicate, duplicate, and comments, and you know, not get, but post request, right? And specific data will be here. For example, is a JSON format. For example, we can see text, and for example, it's a comment, hello, comment for example, right? It's the next comment. If I'm gonna send the request, it's a problem. For 105 method not allowed because we haven't that yet that created the post request, right? We need to create that and also test it out, right? How we can do that? If you remember, I canceled that request file, right? You can see right here, it's method or URL or some data is here. We also just getting the request from the user, and the request data is a JSON format, and this JSON format will be sent to the user as well, right? And also we also created successfully. And uh, let me copy that file and body and request right here. Is a asynchronous function pause request, and body it's a request JSON, and we also get request JSON file and comments push here, right? Because we have already data, and just push here. For example, it's adding like this ID 4 and text hello comment 4 like this, right? But we need to push specific text or comment dynamically, right? Is a like this, but not not like this. But we need to change because we only send to the data only the text, not ID, not ID required for the to the user, only the comment, right? How we can do this? We just only you can see right here. We can get comments with that request that JSON, right? And we need to create new comment. How we can do this? ID comment length plus one and text comments that text, right? Yeah. And we need to push comments push new comment. But we need to change something like configuration, right? How we can do this? We need to return new response. Uh, new response. Huh. Uh, its own string file, right? We need to update it to JSON because we're also pushing that specific data like this comments data is an object, but we need to update JSON string file to this JSON file, right? Content type application JSON. We need to define that, right? And also status. What does it mean, status? Status will be created. Uh, status. Oh, sorry. Huh, 101 because it's created. Okay. Yeah, we already returned new response file. Okay, sounds great. All of the we just did it, all of that. And let me test that out. For example, send that request. 500 problem. I don't know exactly what happens. Um, ah, we have a problem. Push is not a function. Push is not a function. Why? Push function. But it's not working. I don't know exactly. Hmm. Sorry, it's not comments, but it's only comment because we need to only get the comment request. But it's a comments. It's also importing and exporting from the data. Okay, sounds great. It's working. I need to test it out. Oh, really? It's working. You can see right here. ID null. Why? It's a problem. Only a problem. Ah, not comment, comment text, but it would be working. But let me get this file, only to get ID null. What the problem is? Mm, okay, no problem, but uh, comment, wait, request JSON, new comment. Sorry, it's not comment, but comments, right? Because we add to the comments as well. Comments data length plus one. It's a comment text from the request, right? Let me test it out again. Okay, test 4. It's working. It's working, and let me get that file. It's working. Okay. Let me gain post request as well. Yeah, it's working. If I'm gonna get all of the data, it's working. Is a ID 5 and blah 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 and increment it by the IDs, right? Okay, yeah, that's all today, guys. I think you all of them just understand the basics, but I would highly recommend you to go to the route handlers page of the Next.js and just read through the documentation and just like test it out yourself, check yourself, right? Yeah, sounds great. See you in the next video, guys.